Hello and welcome to this Exhibitor interview live from GATT Secure Connections. Today we will talk about the Fido Alliance and I have the pleasure to welcome Joerg Borchert. Hello and
hello, Mark.
Welcome. You're Vice President of the Chip Card and Security Business at Infineon Technologies Americas. And we're here to talk about the Fido Alliance. So Fido stands for Fast Identity Online Alliance. So could you tell us a little bit more about it and about yourself?
Sure. I'm running the security and chip card business in the Americas, and I'm also president and chairman of the Trusted Computing Group, as well as board member of the Fido Alliance.
So Fido, could you tell us what the thinking is behind this alliance?
Yeah, sure. It's all about passwords. And we all know they are flawed. We have second-guessing, stealing, phishing, and major security breaches have happened on a regular basis. In fact, 75% of all successful breaches can be tracked back to inadequate passwords.
Oh, right. So what has the Fido Alliance accomplished so far?
So we were founded in July 2012 by Infineon and 5 other founding members with a mission to change the nature of authentication. With more than 220 members right now, including Google, Alibaba, and MasterCard, the Alliance is developing new standards for security devices and browser plugins. You asked what have we accomplished so far. So we have published specifications, the first set of specifications, for both passwordless, so-called UAF, and password-based two-factor authentication.
Mm-hmm. And what are those passwordless authentication?
Yes.
Tell us more about it.
So the first certified authenticators, such as biometric-based solutions for mobile phones and secure USB tokens, are already available in the market. With a certified USB token, you can authenticate any FIDO-compliant service supporting two-factor authentication. One of the most prominent FIDO services is actually your Google account and seamlessly supported by Chrome. We are very active in the creation of FIDO specifications and, of course, providing hardware-based security for FIDO authenticators.
And who are the main drivers of the Fido Alliance?
So, not surprisingly, these are mainly commercial companies aiming to sell their solutions. From the beginning of the value chain, and with companies like Qualcomm and Infineon, who provide the hardware at the core of authentication, to companies which develop biometric sensors, accompanied by a range of software security providers like TRUSTECH or G&D, and the device manufacturers like Dell, Lenovo, Samsung, and then last but not least to the so-called relying parties. Relying parties are an important part of this total ecosystem. They're mainly coming from the financial sphere, banking and e-commerce, followed by healthcare and telecoms. These are making around about 15% of the membership.
Okay.
Banks like ING, like Bank of America, USAA, payment card providers like Visa, MasterCard, Amex, online trading companies like E-Trade, and financial service providers like Goldman Sachs or JP Morgan are also members and are on the board. Even the UK and German government organizations have joined in the past years, indicating the urgency of secure online authentication in the connected world. The interest of these financial organizations to participate in FIDO is growing from the security concerns for themselves as well as for their customers. Especially large online monetary transactions require higher security levels. At the same time, the competition in the market is getting fiercer, and the users are more getting tech-savvy, interested in immediate results. Consequently, the financial institutions are driving towards standardization and hardware-based security, which will allow them to increase the level of confidence in the transaction and, on the other hand, the ease of usability.
And how does FIDO authentication take security into account?
So first of all, I'd like to emphasize that there's a lot at stake for financial organizations, and they are the main driver behind hardware-based security. Software-based security alone is not enough. Several attempts have been made in the past to apply pure software-based solutions for device authentication. Unfortunately, software, due to its nature, bears several significant weaknesses. Software is written code, and code can be read and analyzed. Once analyzed, it can be modified to the requirements of an attacker. And finally, once the device is reprogrammed with modified code, the authentication process and system integrity can be compromised and broken. So another severe weakness of software-based solution can be the inappropriate storage of the secret keys and the relevant processes in the production and in the overall proliferation of authenticators. Typically, in software-based systems, attackers can identify the secret keys actually pretty easily in a very simple way. Keys usually behave like random numbers, and they have a total different behavior than the program code itself. They are so-called entropy analyzers, which are able to scan software and identify parts which are high randomness, and these are normally typically containing the keys. Such a scan can be done in seconds today, and keys can be found directly and used then to generate falsified products en masse. So software-based only solutions allow protection only in the case that none of the components used are physically accessible to an attacker. In real life, this exception would render such solutions unpractical. All in all, software is usually not seen as a valid alternative for product authentication, system integrity, and IP protection. But software can be protected by hardware. Secure hardware protects the processing and storage of code using encryption, fault and manipulation detection, and secure data and code storage. Software becomes trustworthy when combined with secured hardware. This has been proven by extensive experience in the areas of trusted computing and the use of secure elements in mobile phones and the protective functions of smart grids, for example.
How does Infineon see the evolution of FIDO, and how quickly?
These days, the Fido Alliance is actually defining various security levels for authentication. Government and banks obviously would require the highest level, cloud service providers might only opt in for a very simple password like they do today. What is important to mention is that Fido is striving to provide just a single token which securely stores private keys for various services. The relying parties actually will then define the required level of trust. So a bank would not accept a simple software-based authenticator. The Fido end user would like to maximize the services covered by the unique authenticator and therefore will opt for hardware-based solutions, which will support, and I have here one of these authenticators, which we can look at, which is a working demonstrator, will basically therefore opt for hardware-based security, which will support not only governmental, but also cloud-based services. Based on that, in addition to the Fido certification working group, we are in the midst of discussion with EMVCO and the common criteria scheme. It's most likely that the acceptance of hardware-based security will become prevalent. So we believe in the long run that the trend of this market is towards embedded security. In the past, a family, for example, might have had a single computer. And this is not any longer the case. Children have at least one device, such as a mobile phone, a tablet, or a laptop. So logging in from third-party devices becomes more prevalent, and therefore the embedded secure elements with secure storage and will be used in these use cases. But until all these devices will be equipped with these secure tokens, the intermediate solution will be basically a removable token, as I have shown it. And this is the means the relying parties will rely on for the authentication. You're welcome to look at the demo with the USB token in our booth.
Located in E3004.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, and it's good to know that Fido is making a difference in authentication. Thank you very much, Joerg, for being with us today.
Thank you.